What's up, chat? Yo, we back with another video. Happy Monday. It is a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to see I was gonna say the light of day, but you know, it's 4:58 a.m. in the morning and we're getting to the bag. And that's the thing about life. You gotta get to the bag early, because before you know it, it's gonna be 5 o'clock in the evening. You ain't got no bag. So make sure you get to that bag before you get to your first bag, because you get multiple bags a day. I call that double bagging. Make sure you double bag it. Alright guys, so my fault. I was being gone the weekend only because I was sick and all that jazz, and I'm feeling a lot better. Last time I got on here, it was probably I was feeling like 7 out of 10. I'm a couple notches higher now. Like, we're almost fully recovered. We were still training through that duration of sickness, so we can, keep our immune system nice and strong. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we were still able to function. So the importance of training is not only longevity, but also to strengthen your immune system, so the common cold doesn't take you out like everybody else. And that being said, we're gonna annihilate some shoulders today. And the only thing I can test my ego on is some dumbbell military presses. So let's go ahead and test our luck there. We're gonna lay off the chest. It's been about a week, I think. And yeah, shoe is feeling good already. It's not sore to the touch anymore. So probably got to give it another week or so, and then ease my way back into it, and then only train chest every 5 or so days, or maybe once a week. I need a single designated chest day. Any other body part, I feel like I could definitely, hit twice a week. Because I'm still running like a push-pull leg hybrid kind of deal with some miscellaneous days in there. Sometimes I was doing push-pull legs, rest, push-pull legs. But now I do the majority of my push-pull legs, and then I'll throw in some random cardio days, or some little smaller muscle group days like neck and forearms. It's always funny training those muscles, but the small muscles need love too, because I could already tell the difference in forearms. I could already tell the difference in forearms, and also my trap and neck gains. I do need to hit some more neck curls instead of neck extensions, because I've been hitting neck extensions the past couple weeks, and then the front of my neck. So I definitely need to find a station to hit some neck curls. This is when I was doing the cable. I needed at least a bench when I strapped the neck machine, the neck harness to the cable. It's always so funny. But sometimes on the way to the gains, you look like an idiot, which is a-okay. Who cares? As long as it's helping you. But let's map out this push day. So I guess we call a shoulder, tricep, or shoulders. What is it? Shoulders, triceps, and shoulders, triceps. I think that's it. I was gonna say something else. I did forearms last time, I think. But we're probably just gonna keep it to shoulders and triceps. So for this one, what we'll do is a military press. They do have a machine press, but we're gonna do the dumbbell military press. I haven't touched a military press with the barbell in ages. maybe like 4 years. Which is, I mean, that's not super long, because I have videos of me doing a standing military press with the dumbbell, or the barbell, sorry. And I feel like that's the only way you should be able to do it, because you can maneuver your body back and forth without being seated. That's my opinion. And then, of course, I was doing like a Smith machine overhead press too. But we'll start there, and then we'll move directly into lateral raises with the cuff again. So lateral raises with the cuff. We got the side delt there, and I need to fire up the rear delt like something vicious, something nasty. So maybe I can show you guys some rear delt rows, and to not engage the traps. So rear delt rows possibly, and then we'll superset the rear delt rows with a reverse, with either a reverse fly, or no, it's going to be reverse fly to rear delt rows, because you can use a little bit of the bicep for the rows. So those are going to be a little bit easier and take more tension, take a little bit of tension off the rear delts, because the reverse fly is going to be, you know, an isolation kind of movement. And then the rows multi-joint kind of deal. So that'll be all heads there for that. And then of course for tricep, we could get back to our bread and butter of a push down movement and a lengthening movement. So I can try and use the dip machine. However, I have to be very careful that I'm not targeting any of my pec. I mean, some is going to get targeted, so maybe you have to go a little bit lighter for the dips. And then if you want to target the tricep a little more, what you're going to need to do is sit up a little straight, sit up straighter, and don't hunch over the weight. Because when you hunch over the weight or lean forward, you're going to be working a little bit more chest. If you think of it as like you're laying down and doing like a close grip press, something like that. And then that'll probably be the whole workout, unless I want to sprinkle abs in, since we're only training the shoulders, triceps. I could possibly do another muscle group. But that being said, I already smashed my pre, guys. I feel good. We feel great, and we will do 10 minutes of Stairmaster prior to any festivities in the gymnasium. We'll see you guys in there. Okay guys, this is the first working set. My mic was off. I did a feeder set with the 90s, and then I did move the bench closer to a 45-degree angle. So hopefully that can better target the front delts here. And then what I'm doing is basically keeping my wrist stacked over my elbow the whole time. And then that's gonna keep most of the tension on the front delt. Okay, 3, 2, 1. God damn. Okay, let's see how this feels. Again, I only say that because we did move the bench 1 notch forward, because I did feel my chest working a little bit, and we're working around to like a little pec injury, so I don't want to feel that at all. 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, damn. Okay, so we did hit the target rep range of like 4 to 6. But what we'll do to better get some better mind muscle connection, I think we're gonna drop down to like, we'll drop down to like 75, so I can feel that a little bit more. So it felt like I was arching a little bit, and then putting a little tension on my chest. So that's what we're not trying to do. We're trying to target our shoulders here. So keep those shoulder blades in place of the bench and then push straight up. Let me rack these real quick. All right, guys, this is a back offset. We're going to grab some 75s to better control the weight. And then hopefully we can target our front delt that much better. Okay, 3, 2, and yep. Oh yeah, that's light. 2, 3, 4, 6. Whew. Oh yeah. That bitch, we can control that easy. I might do a little drop though. Motherfucker. Okay. I think I'm gonna grab some 50s. I'm gonna grab some 50s and see how that goes. All right, gang. Nice little drop set. 2, 4. Oh shit. Okay. That's a hell of a first workout. Let's go to the cables now and hit some of them side delts. Take these bitches. Okay guys, second exercise, we are going to do a cable lateral raise. You guys saw this last shoulder day, but instead of coming from the front, we're gonna come from behind. Pause. Okay. 3, 2, and 1. Hey bro, you're in my frame, bro. Huh? Hey bro, you're in my frame.
Oh, my bad.
Hey bro. 3. This is still pretty light. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're about to go up. We're about to go up to probably 25s. I don't know if it's because behind the back it feels a little bit better, but we could definitely go up a little bit more. 3, 2, 1. Up, 2. Yeah, that's easy. 3, 4, 5, 8, up, 7, yep, 8. Woo. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yo, what the fuck? This fucking janky ass. Wait. Okay, we're gonna go up to 25, and yeah, I feel like it's pumping already in the side delts. The lighting's probably ass cheeks here, but pump is feeling good for the second exercise in. We're gonna go to 25s, and then hopefully we could fail out at the bottom of the rep range, so we're not fatiguing ourselves too much already in the second exercise. But we'll probably get a different angle probably over here. Okay, guys, kind of a little bit further away, but hopefully with this angle you can see that I'm stagger stance. My base is nice and solid, and I'm keeping my core engaged throughout the movement. So here I have the wrist, I have the strap right over my wrist, and then I'll be able to, the cable's at hand height,
You can see the stagger a little bit there. And then I'm gonna reach to the corner of the room here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. That's good. That's where I wanted to be. It did get a little sloppy towards the end, but it's okay. We're gonna clean it up next week. Clean it up next week. Okay. And typically with the unilateral work, you can wait before you hit the other arm. But my right arm being my strong arm, I feel like I could just go directly into it. So stagger and reach to the corner of the room. Oh yeah, that's light. 1. All I need is 5. 2. 3. 4. One more. Oh yeah. So for this one, it's like you're whipping. You're whipping your arm out there. Boom. And then you could better target the side delt like that. You feel a good stretch whenever you use the cable, because the cable is going to be constant tension, opposed to the dumbbells, where you're obviously going to lose all the tension at the bottom of the movement, and then you're going to have all the tension at the top of the movement. Opposed to the cable, you're going to have tension down here right when you step out, and then the peak tension is going to be right around here, around 45. So the top of the movement and the bottom of the movement are essentially going to be the same amount of tension, or actually, so the leverage is going to be out here, so you're going to have a little bit more tension up here. But either way, cables are goated. Okay guys, so we're going to do a reverse fly. We have 2 plates here. These are quarters. We'll do a reverse fly to a row, and then a slight hinge here, and then come through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Ooh, kind of got a little sloppy towards the end. That was 15. And then we'll do our rows here. So get a good stretch. And then we're gonna row to right about here. The pump on these is amazing. 2, just pump it out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shit. Whew. That feels good, man. Like the pump on the rear delt is amazing there. So we'll do one more set with the 25s. I think that was like 30 reps in a row. It's a little bit more than we could chew, but it's okay. We didn't want to run all the way to the dumbbell rack and grab like 35s or nothing like that. So these are better. Rear delt training is a little bit better with higher rep ranges. It's a little bit more. Okay, so we're here at the dips. For this, it's set up to the angle to where you're kind of using a little bit more chest. So I'll scoot my butt forward on the seat a little bit, and then just keep my shoulder blades, I guess, intact with the back of the machine. And you can see that I have the seat set up to where my elbows are nice and flared out to where it's comfortable, right here, and then right back down. 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do I usually train in the 20 rep range? Sorry guys, the camera died, but we got one more set here actually. For these, it felt a little bit better to when I was going like this and then like coming through like that. I guess you'll see it a little bit more once I start pressing. So kick that elbow back like that. Call that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There it is. 8, 10. Okay, so there I was kicking the elbow back a little bit more, almost like your JM press. So we're gonna hop over back to the cables, and then hopefully we can find like a rope, so I can just knock everything out there, and then maybe we'll sprinkle some abs in, depending on how we feel. Okay guys, do this all the time. It's just a straight push down to an overhead extension. Maybe we'll do one set for YouTube, and then we might do like a drop set or something like that. But I gotta log off and see how that the stock market's going wild right now. And in Pacific time, it opens up at 6:30 a.m. So, oh yeah, triceps are feeling it from that kind of JM press, if you will. So we're going 65 here on the cable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Whew, shit. All right, flip around. The same shit here. Oh, fuck. Okay. Hold on. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Oh shit. Okay, I'm staying at the bottom of the movement there, and that's like the stretch position. And I'll probably just do one more set, and then we'll get a physique update a little bit later. But that's pretty much it. That's the bulk of the workout. We did our shoulders, triceps. Obviously, we're taking a break from the chest, so none of that today. God has blessed me with chest genetics, so that's good. But other than that, that's pretty much it for the workout.
Dang, my bad, y'all. Typically, I do a physique update at the end of the workout. I be getting sidetracked sometimes. My young bulls be talking to me, and I be trying to spit game with them for a little bit. Shout out to my boys. But we'll get a little physique update on the threads. If you guys tap in with me on threads, you'll see. I mean, I posted a picture the other day. We're still hovering right around low double-digit body fat, I want to say. Maybe like 14, hopefully. Because right now I feel like the vascularity is going away a little bit. And then that's the first thing to go when you start putting on a little bit more weight. So I gotta watch it. I got a bet with one of my boys for November. And if you guys wanna tap in with that, I'll link like a Discord in the description box, and then hopefully, you know, we have people in the Discord join, and I can kind of update you guys on what the diet's like and what I'm eating day to day. Maybe I could just upload my MyFitnessPal to that day to day, and then see how that goes. But the bet is, right now I woke up 178. Yesterday I was like 175, I think it's because I had a what I had a bagel, and then I had pasta. Like I was telling you guys, I had spaghetti last night, so we kind of had a late dinner, which definitely, and I had a ton of liquids. So if you know how many grams of, or how many ounces of water sticks to a gram of carb, you'll know that that can fluctuate a ton. So that was, I mean, a 3-pound difference in a day. There's definitely going to be some water weight there. So holding some water, and tomorrow we'll see how much we weigh. We only did 10 minutes of cardio today. Damn. I wanted to get in a little bit more, but I think the kids woke up, so I'm gonna get home real quick and then be on. I gotta be on daddy duty. All right, because I'm a father first. I'm a father first. So no cardio today. We did do an hour of cardio yesterday, so hopefully that made up for it. And then I have today on the menu is gonna be some homemade Alfredo sauce. I did buy store-bought Alfredo. My wife was like, hey, can you just, I mean, you're off right now, can you just make some homemade Alfredo? I was like, all right, that's easy enough. You know, grab some heavy cream, get a little bit of butter, some Parmesan, and throw that in there, and that should be fine. Season up a little bit, the kids should like that. So that's on the menu today, and then I think that is pretty much it. I appreciate everybody for tuning in in the live session. That's really awesome. And then also thanks for the likes and subs, all that jazz. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. But appreciate y'all. Peace, love, and happiness.